Good evening. We're going to talk about themes in September. This is a mini and it can resonate for all signs. So I'm going to label it as collective, okay? And it can also be a healing message for you tonight. I blessed this one downstairs because with Sage, due to the fact, we have the Death card, just real quick, and Conscientious, it's a Virgo card. Okay, cool, because that means there's order. Let's talk about the themes in September that Libra and all the signs that were drawn here are going to see. This can be also very tentatively tonight, like a message for you. It could be before September, okay? The way it was saged is just asking for advice. And I also, what did I ask for? Themes in September is what I said. Themes in September. All right, let's get it. Thank you for joining me tonight. These are your evening rounds of readings. September, you have two. Act of love, forgiveness. Okay. Somebody could be asking for your forgiveness in September. We're going to draw 6. Ancestry. There is lineage stuff. Okay. What I mean by that, in the lineage, it's talking about some of your gifts. They're brightened. They're heightened also in September. A lot of you could be finding out that maybe you're more of a medium. Maybe you're more skilled at being a reader. You can read energies on foot, okay? Now, there's a couple things here. Someone in the family might even want your forgiveness. I don't know what's about, and I also don't know what they did to you, because some of these things look like 10 of Swords in our family. So it would be up to you if you wanted to forgive a story like this. With it coupling out with family, it looks like it could be. Okay, it's very much, it went forgiveness then family. So let's ask about more in September. What's more in September? Innocent. Somebody finds you innocent. They're seeing that justice has occurred. There is a person around you, Libras, and I specifically, because I said justice, I feel like someone knows you're not in the wrong. After much assessment, and even if they needed assessment, they know that you're living your life honestly, okay? And you know what's funny? I very lightly feel that there is an essence this person is now proud of you. It could be someone in the family, or you have a very powerful angel that's got your back, okay? You have an ancestry story, definitely things that need to still be lived out. It doesn't matter what age you are. We are also not age defiant on YouTube, like with cards. There's no such thing as discrimination to age. So it seems here that they find you innocent of something. Okay, innocent as charged, not guilty as charged. September themes, please. September themes. Vanity. Okay, this is a card in, you have 2. Vanity is a card about someone in the family who cared a lot about what the outside optics looked like. The optics in the family. They cared about money because she's holding a mirror up to herself. Okay, and they cared about how things appeared, or this is somebody around you. So in September, I think that you learn more about them. I also think that you're evaluating whether you can trust, okay, and display of trust all over again. And then you have the player card. I believe that's the player. Yeah. They're asking for forgiveness, or this is a romantic situation. Take the cards as they come, right? And how they resonate for you. Everyone's going to be different. For me, even like there are people in my lineage that always cared about like, what part of town did you live in? Did you live in the rich part? Specifically in the Philippines, it's like there's no gray area. You're either very, very poor, or you literally live in the mansions in the hills. So it's like, that's just my Filipino side. We're not even talking about like what the Spanish heritage believed in. Okay, so I could just associate this to one area to get personal. Promise, okay? The end of the deal here is someone didn't meet you halfway maybe they bargained with you. We could use that word for the promise card, but they didn't fulfill their end of the bargain. Okay. And a lot of you, it's funny because as they watch you now, you can watch someone through tarot readings. You can watch someone through their social media. You can observe how they live in their family, how they've adjusted to their life. So this promise card is like, I view Libra as innocent, and I think this is a realization that they could have been either part of the problem or they caused most of the problems. So that's what we're learning in the evening. And if you break apart the Virgo energy, like you just break it with cards, you see that there is a hermit underlying. Hermit's the major arcana of Virgo season. So what does that tell us when it's the arcana card? It talks about someone who went introspectively in, whether it's my Libra or the other person. Someone is acting as a hermit right now, okay, if they're on a spiritual path. Okay, active love, it is as it is. We have that with Oracle. We're getting to about 9, so I might want to stop after 11. Act as is, okay? Active love as is. That's a temperance card. It's temperance. So that says be peaceful. Wait until things come to you, okay? In the meanwhile, you can work on other things, which is fantastic because you can work on what you can change. Don't work on things that take years and 14 years from now and 18 years because we're in the now. We got to learn to be present. September is saying that this person knows about it. They're aware, whether they're aware through third parties or fourth parties. They're aware. And I want to be perfectly clear about that. Perfection, okay? Or what's the sad part is when people are aware, but they still ignore it. And that's not your job anymore to unpack. It's just, I know you want to be nicely, that's within us. We want to fix everything, but most of the time you cannot because there is refusal of people that don't want to hear it, or they really do believe you're innocent, but they just don't want to talk about it. Okay. They want to move on in their own direction, and you got to let them. There was a reader 2 nights ago I was watching. I really like her, but for sake, because I don't know if she wants to be mentioned. She said, sometimes you got to let people live in the karma, like in the bed that they had made. And so that's what I kind of see here, is there's a story of that. They believe that there's some type of perfection to what you do. We'll find out if that's because you're orderly as well. Okay. And then 8 of Pentacles at the bottom with the compass card. So you might be in your divine right. I'm trying to see if this is correct because it's about your work. It is about what you do. And if you stand by what you do, how much of that do you believe in yourself? Okay, so for instance, if you are someone who's working with healing right now, you're healing yourself. How much work have you put in to continue to improve? And if that's so, if it all checks out, then I think you deserve to be the star. Okay, so we'll put this away. I want to clarify a few things because I want to talk about some cards that you have. Okay, so let's get into the main spread. This is for my collective in September. A lot of work goes on in September. Even if it's turning, the labor card says you begin a venture in work, or some of you are more immersed at your place of work. Maybe you're more needed as well. Okay, a boss might be tapping onto you to do the bulk of the work. Just make sure that this is something that you agree to. A lot of my Libras have their own business on this channel. So it's about how much work can you amass to. Okay. Please and thank you. And then I want to clarify, maybe perfection is something that kind of seemed like a wild card to me. What is labor? Thank you. Ace of Pentacles. There's an opportunity clarified by the 8 of Cups. In your timeline, because sometimes this can be walking to this opportunity. You could be walking away from an old one. So in September, there might be vast changes with career. That's the labor card. What else do we need to know about that place? Temperance. Things get balanced. Right now, in the weird in-between, it's working itself out. You had temperance several times. The as-is card, somebody honked outside too when I said that. So that's pretty good clarification. And we have temperance right here. Ace of Pentacles. They're so bad too. Like my neighbors in front, they have this like camera system, and it says out loud when you walk in front of their house, you are being filmed. And it's like, it's so annoying because they're the most loud and the loudest on the block. And so I noticed whenever I do readings, the mom acts up outside and it's wild. So anyways, we're here. So let's see what perfection is. 9 of Pentacles. These usually, they don't match, but it can be synonymous. Usually the match is self-care. It's called a self-care card in here. Nine of Pentacles. Card of tomorrow also. It's projected to be here tomorrow. It was today too. Nine of Pentacles is Virgo. Everything's Virgo on the table and Sag. If you guys notice, it's a lot of like Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or it's just Virgo in a single card. You make a lot of opportune moves in September that set you up for success. The other day I was joking with my dad. We have this very common thing because we're both Libras, and I said, when are you going to join the winner's circle? And then he's like, I'm already in the winner's circle. And so we were laughing and laughing like crazy because that's what we do. And he said, I'm already in the winner's circle. What are you talking about? And I was like, no, September, you got to join the winner's circle. Neither here nor there, but somebody finds that even the perfection you're doing could be business-like, because the Nine of Pentacles is not like from school or from uni or from graduating something. It can mean also that you're a self-made success and you're very productive. You have a lot of work cards too. Okay, so work is emphasized. Tell me about that promise. I knew it was them. Whoever your Three of Swords person is. They do not have to be a Libra, okay? But it is a Libra card. There's some heartbreak over you, I think. There's some heartbreak over you. Queen of Swords, Two of Swords, Eight of Wands. I think you hear from somebody in September. If it hasn't been the last couple of days, a lot of you did email me, and even in the comments, you said somebody did contact. That is so rare. I mean, half of the collective will only get that. These are intentions before the action is prepared before us, free will. So what's projected is they message. Eight of Wands. Okay? A couple of signs got this today. I think it was in Cancerian's reading. Okay? But that's not for Libra. Like what I said there was for Cancer. So it's just whatever's going on here. We're going to clarify the Eight of Wands. Please, truthfully, what is the Knight of Swords, which is Aquarius? What is that about? Two cards. An apology, and you guys see I shuffle those 78 cards. An apology and the Knight of Swords. They come racing in with an apology. I think it's because of a Ten of Wands. Truly, I believe it's either a Ten of Wands or a Tower moment, but that could have stemmed from a breakup because that's what we're noticing. What is this player card here? What is the player card? Thank you. Player card. Page of Swords. Thank you. Five of Cups. You again in the Four of Swords. The Ace of Wands. The Gemini. I always say that. The Gemini card of the Lovers. Gemini profusely and profoundly said, and the Queen of Wands. You guys had this spot too, I believe, in your beginning reading today. You guys were the Queen of Wands. There you go. Boom. In September. So that you're going to hear of something difficult. Someone here has gone through something which they watched you also go through. One more time. Their struggle is the struggle you already went through. This person is just going through it for the first time. I don't know who they are. It could be a sibling. It could be an enemy, frenemy, best friend, locker room buddy. No, just kidding. It could be just someone outside of you. Okay? And some of you are like, I did go to the gym today. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so Queen of Wands, you stay very creative through that month. I don't know why you guys keep pulling this. The best thing I can assume is there's some education behind it. You're teaching yourself to do something new, and it is creative because that's her whole influence in the deck. Is she's creative, take charge, kind of whimsical, like she has a whimsical value to her. So they want to come to the Queen of Wands, and this is anybody. I mean, this is anyone you have a connection to. Okay, more resonant if it's Gemini. The World, somebody you ended it with, they view you as the star, or that is them. Because remember, cards are interchangeable. Page of Swords, as I read off, and the Magician. It's very repeat. You could read it in different ways, but I just don't want to annoy you guys when you've already had a reading. I said 10 of Cups. So they view you as the Addams family. Unconventional yet bright. Unconventional yet bright. I want to make sure though, because I've had a download about this today, so I just want to describe it accordingly. They're manifesting to see the star because a lot of them have just watched your growth online. This person has tried to stay in touch with you. They miss you. But the star card is about watching someone's evolution of healing. And sometimes it's like restoring faith completely. Page of Swords. Like, look, you even have evidence surrounding the star. Surrounding cards of the world. That's all majors. Major, 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 major. The only one that's a minor is the Ten of Cups. This is just about wish fulfillment. So you are somebody's wish fulfillment around you. Somebody who's watching now. And I don't know if it's on social media because the world is my social media card. Or this person just knows of you. Bottom of the deck is the Queen of Cups. It doesn't have to be a Cancer. It could just be a water sign. But it's coming from someone who's learned to be empathic in September that realizes that you're a star. And it doesn't have to take on the celebrity star meaning. What it means is you're healed and they're acknowledging in some way they view you as innocent. Okay? Do I know when they do this? I have a timing deck that I'd really like to go grab because then we can talk about this. Okay? And you can do timing with tarot too, but I'm running way too low now. So I'll see you in a moment. What do I want to talk about? Do you guys want a part 2 to this? Do you want this expanded deeper? Let me know with a white heart. I love you too. See you in a moment.